Você vai ou eu vou?
Não, pode ir.
Hi, we are South Americans up north. I am American,
I'm Ivanis.
and today we are going to be talking about how to take care of rust if you buy an old van.
Yeah, so in our case we bought an old van, so there was a lot of rust on it, and one of the main pre-building steps is to actually fix all the rust and prevent it to the rust reappear in the future. So for that we have a whole set of equipment and materials that we're gonna explain you one by one.
Mm-hmm.
So first,
No, it's not the first.
yeah, that's true.
First, you're not going to see like the metal. You're going to see like an orange line or holes or something like that. That means there is rust in there. So first you need to
Get rid of the rust.
get rid of the rust. If it's like not that deep, you can use this. That's a bit.
This is just an adapter that you can put on your electric drill.
Mm-hmm.
So it will spin real fast and will hit the surface
Yeah.
rust.
But sometimes after you pass this, you see that the rust is going like deeper. Like if it was a plant, the roots are going deeper in the metal. So you need a grinder.
Angle grinder. This is a specifically metal grinding wheel for this angle grinder, because they could cut metal that could be only for wood. There are different kinds of wheels, and this is a specific one for metal grinding.
Yeah. And we already used one entirely. And our van was not in a bad shape.
Yeah, that's
Like talking about rust. Okay, so after like seeing the metal without any rust, you use the metal prep.
Yeah,
It's
this
like-
is metal prep from 415. It works to remove, to oxidize. It's a chemical reaction that happens, not to oxidize, right? To deoxidize the metal, right? I think. I'm not
think so.
chemist.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of chemistry, so I just bought it.
Do you know when you have a silver jewelry and you use like a blue liquid to clean it? It's very similar. And sometimes you don't see any difference, but I think there is something happening in there. But sometimes when you have more rust, you see like a salt being created. Just to remember, when you're using all these equipments or fluids or chemicals, remember to use protection. And for each one, it can be different.
Yeah, in this case I'm wearing protection for the angle grinder.
Yeah.
So it's a cotton glove for this kind of
And also the
material.
resin.
And the resin we need to use rubber glove. So after we got rid of the rust,
If if you don't find any holes, you can skip to the primer
yeah, if you still have a clean
surface.
metal surface, you can go direct to the primer. Otherwise, if you find some holes, even small ones or bigger ones, you need to fill that gap. We have two methods to fill this gap. So if there are only small holes, we can use like this body filler. This one is from Bondo specifically for cars. So we have like the body filler here, and this is a hardener fluid. So you mix them together in a specific ratio that is shown here, and you fill the small gaps. I use that in the ceiling and mostly on the roof of the van. I use it actually. And also, if there is a big hole, you could use like two different approaches. I think the one that most people use is to weld a metal sheet on the hole. So you have to open up to get rid of all the metal, the rust metal, and then weld it. But we didn't know how to weld, so we decided to go with the second option. And also the welding spots, they get rusty much easier than the surface, the metal itself. So it's another possibility to rust to go back to your van. So if there is a really big hole in the van, I mean by big hole I mean like 1 inch wide or 2 centimeters for, yeah, that's enough. Just 1 inch wide, it's enough for.
You need something stronger, like a structure.
Yeah, you need a structure, and in this case we use fiberglass mat. aligned with fiberglass resin. There is also a hardener in it that is inside, we forgot to bring out.
But when you buy this, it comes
yeah,
together.
it came together.
Okay.
It's like it's a kit, small kit. After filling the gaps and the holes in the band, we use this metal primer from Rust-Oleum.
People usually use the black color, but as our van is white and we're not going to paint it soon, we chose to put a white primer so we can keep it nice.
Yeah, that's true.
So we are going to show you now how it is when you pass these and it's not enough and you have to pass the angle grinder.